Sally's Amazing Chocolate Cake, written by Bryony Farmer, illustrated by Lizzy Mikietyn, read with the kind permission of the author, Bryony Farmer. Sally was in the playground at school talking to her friends. Tomorrow it was Sally's turn to do show and tell. "What are you going to bring in for show and tell tomorrow?" asked her friend Hadassah. "A cake," said Sally. "I really love baking, so I'm going to talk about how cakes are made." "What flavour will it be?" asked Salem. "You'll have to wait and see," Sally said excitedly. At the end of the school day, Sally rushed over to her foster carer Sue, who Sally calls Mummy Sue. "Mummy Sue," she says excitedly, "I can't wait to start baking my cake for tomorrow." We better go and buy the ingredients then, hadn't we?" said Mummy Sue. "Yes, especially the special ingredient," Sally said, beaming. "Of course," Mummy Sue said, laughing. At the supermarket, Sally helped Mummy Sue pick out all the ingredients for the cake recipe. "Don't forget the special ingredient," said Sally. "We need chocolate." Sally had decided she wanted to bake a chocolate cake. "No, we definitely don't want to forget that," said Mummy Sue. "But we actually need cocoa powder to make the cake taste chocolatey, and we'll use the chocolate for the icing." "Oh, I didn't know that," said Sally. "We'd better get that too." Once they were back home, Sally and her Mummy Sue got started on baking the cake. "Oops, the flour went all over the table," said Sally. "That's okay," said Mummy Sue. "We can clean it up when we've finished mixing everything together." Sally helped Mummy Sue scrape all the cake mix into the cake tin. Then she licked the spoon when they were done, just to check it tasted okay, of course. Mummy Sue put the cake in the oven, then set the timer. When the timer went ding, 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 Sally knew the cake had finished baking. "Mummy Sue," she called, "it's ready." Sally watched while Mummy Sue took the cake out of the hot oven. "Now we need to let it cool down before we ice it," Mummy Sue told Sally. After the cake had cooled down, Sally helped Mummy Sue ice the cake and did a little more taste testing with the icing. "I think it's all ready for tomorrow," Sally said excitedly. The next morning, Sally was eager to get to school. "I can't wait to show everyone my chocolate cake," said Sally excitedly as Mummy Sue helped her get ready for school. "I've put it by the door ready to go because we don't want to forget it, do we?" Mummy Sue asked. "No," said Sally. She had worked really hard to bake that cake. At school, Mummy Sue handed the cake box over to Sally's teacher to keep it until it was time for show and tell. "Did you bring in your cake, Sally?" asked her friend Salem. "Yes," said Sally. "Mummy Sue and I baked it together last night, so it will be super yummy." "Awesome," said Salem. Sally's other friends, Polly, Hadassah and Ben, were also excited. When it was show and tell time, Sally stood at the front of the class and told them all about how cakes are made. Then, of course, it was time to test it. "Yum! This tastes amazing," said Polly. "Thank you," said Sally. "That's because I made it especially for today." Everyone agreed it was a very tasty cake, and Sally felt very proud of herself for baking it. "Did you have a good day?" asked Mummy Sue. "It was the best day ever," Sally stated, "and everyone loved my cake too." "That's wonderful," said Mummy Sue. Then she and Sally started walking home together, happily chatting as they went. The end.